You know what hurts more than a bad series? A legendary series with a disappointing ending. Because when a bad show fails, nobody cares. तर जब a masterpiece fail हुन्छ, people remember that pain for years. And honestly, modern TV history is filled with this exact problem. Game of Thrones, The Boys, Lost, Dexter, they all started like an unstoppable cultural phenomena. पिपुलहरूले थ्योरीहरू डिस्कस गर्थे, फ्यान पेजेसहरू बने, मान्छेहरू रातिको 3 बजेसम्म बसेर एपिसोडहरूको वेट गरिरहेको हुन्थे. Memes everywhere, internet completely dominated. But then, somewhere near the ending, the magic started disappearing. And the weird thing is, most of this show didn't become bad overnight. The problem is deeper than that. At the beginning of a series, writers only need one thing: mystery. थ्रोनमा को बस्ने हो, होमल्यान्डरलाई कसले रोक्ने हो, आइल्यान्डको भित्र के छ, को पछि मर्ने छ, त्यस्तो खालको मिस्ट्री क्रिएट गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. Questions create obsession and human brain love unfinished pattern. This is why first season usually feel addictive. Human brain love unfinished patterns. That's why first season usually feel addictive. The possibilities are infinite. But the endings are different because now writers need answer. Any answerहरू dangerous हुन सक्छ. A mystery can satisfy millions differently, but one ending, only one. The moment writers choose a direction, half the audience automatically lose the version they imagine in their head. That's why finales are almost impossible to satisfy universally. Take Game of Thrones for example. For years, it felt untouchable. Political tension, complex characters, real consequences, कुनै पनि safe थिएन. It became bigger than television itself. But near the final season, the pacing suddenly became rushed. Characterहरू आफू जस्तो feel हुन बन्द भयो. Huge story arcs ended too quickly. Moment that need emotional build-up happen in minutes. अनि फ्यानहरूले छिट्टै नोटिस गर्न सुरु गरे. Not because people suddenly hated the show, but because the early seasons set the bar too high. जब कोहीले perfection बनाउँछ, endingमा पनि perfection नै expected हुन्छ. Then there's The Boys. Still entertaining, still brutal, still funny, but many viewers feel something repeating. Homelander almost exposed huncha, फेरि भाग्छ. The team almost wins, then resets. A major death happens, but the world barely changes. This is another huge problem with long-running shows. Fear of ending. Studio loves successful series, why end something that prints money? So writer keep extending storylines, stretching character arcs, recycling tension. Eventually the audience start feeling, wait, are we actually moving forward or are we repeating something? And once viewer feel the plot is stalling, the hype slowly dies. अर्को इस्यु भनेको मोडर्न फ्यान्डम कल्चर हो. पहिलेको समयमा मान्छेहरूले कुनै एपिसोड हुन्थे अनि मुभ अन हुन्थे. Now fans analyze every frame like detectives. रेडिटमा थ्योरीजहरू, टिकटकमा एडिट्सहरू, युट्युबमा ब्रेकडाउनहरू, ट्विटरमा आर्गुमेन्टहरू, everything and everywhere. The audience collectively creates thousands of perfect endings before the actual ending even arrives. So when the real finale comes, it is completely against millions of fans' expectations and fan theories. त्यही भएर यो एउटा impossible battle हो. Sometimes fan theories literally become more exciting than the writer's original plan. And honestly, some shows become victims of their own success. जब सिरिज सानो तरिकाले सुरु हुन्छ, राइटरहरूको एउटा क्लियर रोड म्याप हुन्छ. तर जब पपुलारिटीहरू बढ्दै जान्छ, everything changes. More seasons get ordered, spin-off happen, studio interfere, actors leave, budget explode, pressure increase. The story stops being just a story. It becomes a business empire. And business decisions rarely help creativity. But there's also something emotional here. A lot of famous series don't actually fail because the ending is terrible. Because audience don't want to let go. मान्छेहरूले यस्तो क्यारेक्टरहरूसँग वर्षौं वर्ष बिताएको हुन्छन्. They grow up watching them. उनीहरूलाई आफ्नो स्कुलको टाइममा, कलेजको टाइममा, हार्ट ब्रेक्स, लेट नाइट त्यति बेलासम्म हेरिरहेको हुन्छन्. So ending naturally feels empty. Even a decent finale can feel disappointing because emotionally viewers wanted the journey to continue forever. त्यही भएर truly great endingहरू एकदमै रेयर हुन्छ. शोहरू जस्तै ब्रेकिङ ब्याड, डार्क, बेटर कल सल, यिनीहरूलाई यति धेरै रेस्पेक्ट किन छ भन्दाखेरि not because they were perfect every second, but because उनीहरूलाई थाहा थियो कहाँ सक्नुपर्छ भनेर. They expected the ending. And maybe that's the biggest lesson in storytelling. स्टोरी सुरु गर्नु सजिलो छ, मान्छेहरूलाई क्युरियस बनाउन नि सजिलो छ, but a ending in a story that feels meaningful while satisfying millions of emotional expectations, that might be one of the hardest thing human can write. त्यही भएर पिपुल डोन्ट रिमेम्बर हाउ लङ अ स्टोरी लास्टेड, दे रिमेम्बर हाउ इट एन्डेड.